You know what, today's going to be great. If you are planning to go outside and maybe do a little gardening, do it now, because later this afternoon it is really going to get hot again, much like yesterday. With the exception of the extreme northeast, much of the country really feeling the summer temperatures in the 80s up in Minneapolis and Chicago. A chance, though, for some spotty showers here across parts of the upper Midwest. Just 67 in New York City if you're headed there today for that high temperature. 94 in Dallas, the desert Southwest, with some really hot temperatures along with the Central Plains in those triple digits. Here at home, downtown LA, again, very similar to yesterday in the upper 80s. And that's because of this area of high pressure that's in control of our weather. It's going to be there today, tomorrow, very strong, and starting out with not too much in the way of that marine layer. So the June gloom is not in its full force like it was last week. But that high will break down, and we'll get that stronger onshore flow as we get towards the middle latter part of this week and this upcoming weekend. In the meantime, the winds are going to kick up this afternoon out of the northwest, so wind advisories going into effect for portions of the high desert areas. If you're headed to the Tehachapi's, yeah, expect some breezy conditions. And speaking of breezy, also breezy here in the Coachella Valley, and that's going to blow around all of that dust and sand, so the air quality alert going into place. And keep that in mind, please, if you're headed that way. That can really irritate your upper respiratory issues that you might have. You know what's coming up this week? The start of summer officially here in the northern hemisphere. That's right. We're already feeling the temperatures, though, right? Friday on June 20th at precisely 7:42 in the evening. Maybe you'll toast it. That is when we mark it, when the sun's rays cross the Tropic of Cancer. This is considered the longest day of the year on Friday, or at least the most daylight hours here in the northern hemisphere, with over 14 hours and 25 minutes of daylight. That's good. If you work late a little bit, you can still get that sunshine, and maybe head to the beach this evening before sunset. 72 to 76, those temperatures on the sand. Wave heights are a little bit bigger, 3 to 5 feet. So if you're swimming or paddling out today, make sure you do so near a lifeguard, okay? Just stay safe. 88 today for downtown, similar conditions tomorrow, and then there's that gradual cool down as we get to the weekend. Close to average 78 by Saturday. Summer officially, as I mentioned, on Friday. And then up into the mountains today, Big Bear, 84 degrees, not bad for the first day of summer, 81 there. And then the weekend, mid-70s, which is just perfect at the lake. 101 in Lancaster, 117 today. That's very hot in Palm Springs.